This is me. And this
is la Adadía Jesucristo Crucificado
in Esquipulas, Guatemala. It's located right about here. It's where I've been living for the last 9 months, working as a volunteer English teacher. One day, when I wasn't teaching, I was in the formation house, which is where I live here, and I thought to myself, dang, there are a lot of instruments here that are not being used. I like music. I should do something with these instruments. I should make a cover of a song with these instruments. So I decided I was going to make a cover of Schala's theme from Chrono Trigger using only monastery instruments. Now, why Schala's theme from Chrono Trigger, you ask? 'Cause it's awesome. Duh. Now, to put this cover together, I first had to look at the original song from the SNES. Now, for those of you who don't know, the SNES has 8 audio channels. Basically, this is super simplified. You can run a synthesizer through one of those channels and make something that sounds like a real-life instrument. So I had to look at all of those channels and figure out what instrument it was replicating, and then if I could use that instrument based on what I had available to me. I started off with channels 2 and 7. This is the glockenspiel that you hear throughout the entirety of the song in the background. It sounds like this. Now, I don't have a glockenspiel here, but what I do have is a marimba. Marimba music is huge in Guatemala, so there's some great quality marimbas here, and they sounded perfect for this cover. The next thing I had to replicate was the chords that play in the background. These are on channels 3, 4, and 8. Now, if you listen to it, you can hear that they very clearly sound like strings, like maybe a violin, a viola, and a cello. Now, fortunately, all of those instruments are here in the monastery, but I don't know how to play the cello. I do know how to play the violin, but I'm not that great at it. So I decided just to do the very intro bit with the violin and then use something different for the chords. So what I decided to use for the chords was this. This is an old electric organ. It was originally used in the chapel of the monastery before it kind of broke down and was moved in here. It's not in a super great state, but it works just well enough for me to do this. So I recorded the chords on the organ and then accentuated it with an instrument which is very accessible to me, which is my own voice. Didn't have much practice singing before coming here, but who knew monks could teach you how to sing pretty well. So I added that on, and then we had the chords done. After the chords came the percussion, which is my favorite part of the original song. The percussion in Schala's theme is made up of 3 parts. There's a main drum line, there's a tambourine, and there's this unique bass sound, which you can hear. Now, the drum and the tambourine were really easy. I just used a conga drum and a tambourine, which were in the monastery. But that bass note was very unique. You know, there's not a lot of things that sound like that. Well, I ended up finding a rather unexpected thing. This is a jar. I actually found this at the school that I work at, not at the monastery. I only borrowed it, so don't worry, it's back where it belongs now. But it had that perfect, like, bassy boing boing, I can't even like describe it with my mouth sound, but just listen to it. It sounds perfect for this. And then once all the percussion was added together, it really sounded great. And then finally, we had the lead instrument, the melody. In the original song, this is on channel 1. And as you can hear, it kind of sounds like an oboe, which unfortunately I don't know how to play it, and there's not one in the monastery, so I had to get a little creative with this one. For the lead instrument on my version, I decided to split it into 3 different instruments, and I divided this into a reed organ, my own voice whistling, and a melodica, which was in the monastery. Now, as you can tell, it's not quite like the original one, but I think it worked well enough, but you'll have to let me know if you think it works as well as I do. Then once all the pieces were ready, it was just a matter of putting it all together, which took a lot longer than I'd like to admit. I'm a little limited in terms of my editing technology here. I had to do most of the editing on my phone. In fact, I'm recording these audio clips on my phone in a closet, so the audio is dampened well enough. Anyway, I got it done eventually, and this is what it sounded like. 1, 2, ready, go, go. This was a super fun project. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you'd like to see another monastery instrument cover of a song, well, too bad, because I'm only going to be here for about another month. So there's not a chance of me getting it done in time. So, yeah. Bye.